Well, actually, that
Prior to joining the Ayala Life, in 1997, our next speaker was involved in the food business as manager. He is a member of the top achievers of Ayala Life and the $1 Million Roundtable. Ladies and gentlemen, with the topic From ICU to ACE, Mr. Joaquin Rodriguez.
Well, actually, that was part of my speech. Kaya lang, sa bandang huli po eh. You know, whatever, kung ilang beses po tayo madapa sa ating career, what matters most is how many times we stood up and moved forward to achieve our goals. It's 12 o'clock, lunchtime, but this is the part of our training, the question of attitude. Kung tayo pong ahente, let's visualize na naghihintay po tayo sa ating prospect. Just for 40 or to 30 minutes lang po. Okay? Before I start my sharing, I'd like to recall 2 years ago when I first attended the LUAP convention at the PICC, as I listened to one of our guest speakers intensely, as he shared his success in dreams. In my mind, it's getting clearer and clearer, especially the dream to become an MDRT. Ang sabi ko, if he can do it, why can't I? One of these days, I will share also my success on that stage. Palakpakan niyo naman po, nandito po ko ngayon. And I'd like to acknowledge this person, my idol, who inspired me to become an MDRT. I'd like to call Mr. Tape Measurement from Film Life, Henry Copule, sir. What I will share to you this morning is about success and failure, or shall I say, from adversity to victory. Kahapon po, nakita niyo po yun sa program, from ICU to ACE, but sa program IC lang po. Kaya nakita po ako ni Commissioner Malinis kahapon, oh, Mr. Rodriguez, ilang years ka sa Insurance Commission? IC, Insurance Commission. Bakit po? Kasi IC from to ACE. Hindi po, kulang po yun yung ICU. O, ICU pala. Anyway, na-hospital po ako noon. So, ganito po yun. Hindi na Diyos ba ako? Ay, gutom lang siguro. Hindi ba? To shorten my resume, I finished my college, 7 years in college. I thought, 7 years in college, madali po magkuha ng trabaho. 7 years in college, a Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture, major in Agronomy. And then, when I first applied to the Philippine Sugar Commission, the chairman, headed by Chairman Roberto S. Benedicto, I applied. When I give my application, sinadbit ko po, yung mag-i-interview sa akin ay parang Hitler type, a graduate from University of the Philippines, doctorate at PhD. and he scanned my transcript of record. Ang sabi niya sa akin, Mr. Rodriguez, how come you're 7 years in college? Nagulat po ako. So I remember what my mother told me, just look into his eyes straight and I answered him. Ito pong answer ko. Because, sir, I want to add more experience in college. And that was the first question and the last and my last answer. He stood up and congratulated me. Mr. Rodriguez, I think you have to review your college again. When I went home, my mother was so excited. Oh, anak, ano nangyari sa interview mo? So I told her everything what transpired during the interview. So sabi niya sa akin, Jesus Mariosep, anak. Taga Mindoro naman, Mindoro yung nanay ko. Jesus, anak. Joaquin, huwag ka nang umasa. Oh no, hindi wala sa akin. So I just sang the piece of JOJO Villame. So Joaquin, I do. If I fail in my interview, forgive me, Mama, I will try. So yun po. Wow. Kaya lang, pasalamat po ko, yung pangalan ko is Joaquin. Joaquin, I do. Joaquin, I do. Okay. But after a few months, our telephone rang. My mother was so excited. Joaquin, yes, Mom. You got a call from Philippine Sugar Commission. You have a second interview. Wow, Mom, this is it. And lucky enough, Mom, I have to repay you your emotional investment in 7 years. Then, when I arrived at the office, in my schedule, surprise. The one who will interview me was the Chief Executive Secretary of the late Chairman Roberto S. Benedicto. Wow, but hindi ito PhD. Then she congratulated me, Mr. Rodriguez, Joaquin, yes, Ma'am. We're going to hire you because you're the best of the best. Best of the best? Hindi naman ako cum laude. I'm not a cum laude. I'm not a summa cum laude. The best of the best. You're the best of the best of the cheerleader in town. In all universities and college. You're the best cheerleader. And not only that, you broke the record. Broke the record what? The first ever male cheerleader in town. That's why we want to hire you. What's my job, Ma'am? To train our employees because there's incoming sport, fest, and cultural. Oh my God. Sana, sabi ko, 7 years pinaghirapan ko, wala pang masteral yan. Tapos, job ko, cheering, agriculture. Okay, Ma'am, magkano? Before we do that, can you give example? Oh, example, yung cheering. Ano, okay, sabi niya kayo, okay. Paano kami na? Give us example. So I said, wait, para masyadong formal eh. Dali lang, Ma'am, ha? Joey, Lee, nandito si Vic Soto. Kita, sabi ko, Ma'am, okay. 2, 3, 4, kabanga, banga, hampang ta, dula, kaluoy, luoy, hampang ta, kaluluoy, tumba na, tumba na. O sige, you're hired. You see, as an agriculturist, I was hired to train the cheerleader. And not only that, the one who interviewed me, the PhD graduate, siya pala yung one of the members. Ako yung leader. Okay, sir, move. Project! Tumba. Miski doctorate siya, ako lang project! Tumba na. This doctorate, please, hindi ito pwede. Ako nagpa-write sa kanya. Then, after a month, I was promoted. Promoted because of my performance. Akala ko promotion sa supervisor. I was promoted from cheerleader to dancing choir. Can you give example? Yes. 2, 3, 4, body beret, body beret, body beret. Wow. Grabe. That was 7 years in college. Kung nalaman ko lang yung trabaho ko, sana nag-education na lang ako. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, EDSA Revolution. After EDSA Revolution, si President Marcos, late President Marcos, pinatalsik. Si RSB, Gone with the Wind. Pati po ako, napatalsik. Nagkabuhol-buhol po yung buhay ko. Wala ako mapuntahan. For 4 years, dancing choir and cheerleader. What experience. So, mahirap po mag-apply. Anong work experience mo? Iyak naman. Agriculture ka? Mabuti sana kung meron magtanim tayo. Okay. Anyway, then, I was a Canadian citizen for 2 years. Canadian citizen. After EDSA, Canadian. Ang trabaho ko po, as Canadian citizen, in the morning, I cook breakfast for my family. Pag alis nila, my wife will say, bye-bye, JOJO. Yes, bye-bye, ma'am. Kain ng kain. I wash the dishes. Bakit ba ganyan ang buhay ng tao? Then, wash the clothes. Pagtapos ng wash the clothes, tapos, take 1 cigarette. Tapos, magwalis ng lawn. Then, lunch, routine, cook again lunch para sa kanila. Alis sila. Pag alis nila, kuha ng sinampay. Ano naman? O, tapos, sigarilyo, kaunting nap, 4 o'clock, walis na naman ng lawn. Tapos, dating na naman sila, 5 o'clock, luto na naman ako ng dinner. Pagod ang asawa ko, pagod yung mga anak, Secretary of Education pa ako, magtututor pa ako. Secretary of, Social Welfare, basta lahat, Chief Nurse, 24 hours a day. Grabe ang role pala ng wife, no? Kaya, that's why, huwag niyo pong do not took for granted yung mga asawa natin, yung trabaho pala natin. Grabe. That's why in selling insurance, I use that. You need a salary from your husband. Tapos nun po, ugas na ng mga dishes, 6:30, 7:30, pasigarilyo. Here comes my wife, nanginginig ako. Maligo ka na. Gagamitin pa kita. Oh! Ginawa pa akong GRO. And anyway, that is my routine for 2 years. The next morning, she would call up and, hello, Jojo? Yes, ma'am. Nakaluto ka na dyan? Nakapangalaba ka na dyan? Nakapamalengke ka na dyan? That's why I am a Canadian citizen for 2 years. Kaya, I detach myself from being a Canadian citizen. Ang hirap mag-Canadian citizen. And somebody told me, you want to go to London? What London? Why? London? I don't want to go to London na naman. Ano yan? Hindi, madali lang. Loan dito, loan doon. Yun pala, pangutang dito, pangutang doon, loan doon, loan dito, utang dito, utang, ayoko umutang. Then, in 1997, my wife and I were invited to join Ayala Life in Bacolod by my mentor. Thank you, Boy Legaspi, my mentor. Doon po. Then, the next year, my wife and I were qualified sa any incentives of the companies and drives. We were able to get our brand new car, Honda Civic. Wow! Sa 6 months, may Honda Civic. Uy, ang grabe insurance to Sabi nga. Then, lahat po na natural market for 6 months, ubos! Without luwap, iyak! Wala nang mabentahan. Kasi you don't know even to sell insurance. Ubos na po yung thank you sa mga luwap, seminar. Then, I first attended the APLIC in Thailand. My first convention and my first experience abroad. It's nice pala to sit sa isang aeroplano na ikaw lang din, sir. Ano to? Thailander to. Yes, coffee. Wine. Red? Yes. Wine. White. Wine. Pagdating sa Thailand, lasting. Ay, nabigyan ko. Sarap lang ng buhay sa insurance talaga. Then, with the experience in APLIC, yung desire ko po to become an MDRT. Desire to become an MDRT. Naging lumalakas ng palakas po MDRT. What is MDRT? What's MDRT? So my desire. Then, sandali lang po, yung guide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Sabi ni, yesterday si Mr. Ronnie Neo. Oh, Neo? Neo. Your Neo fight here in the Philippines, ha? Okay. Anyway, sabi ni Sir Neo, you go for a big client. So I joined different organizations and clubs. One of my pastime is playing golf. Then, in golf, I know what Mr. Kuyuto said, follow through. Follow through. Follow through. But, I met their friends, new faces, even politicians. I played with the 3 congressmen. Wow, I'm playing golf. The other said, the one congressman, kick left, kick left. The other congressman, kick right, kick right. And one of the congressmen, kick back, kick back, kick back. Ay. Hello. Dito na sa Busakit. Nagulat yung kickback. Anyway, there I joined the 2 golf clubs prestigious golf clubs in Bacolod, and I even accepted the job as a manager, golf club manager. For me, it's parang gateway to selling insurance too. There's a lot of job. I was even received a lot of praises, and they appreciated all my doings. Lahat. I thought I was doing a good job, but not in insurance. But not in insurance. So there again, focus. Then, in 2001, because of my addiction to golf, I did not qualify to any conventions of our company. I didn't get the achievers, everything, because of my undoings sa golf. But with the renewed mind and focus that whatever a man can vividly conceives and believes in it, he can achieve it. By year 2000, with the tools, and I felt I was so equipped, and I joined the LUAP, the 13th session. Wow. But suddenly, when I was alone in the house, after a few rounds of golf, then it happened. I felt a severe pain in my back. It went to my head. So very, very painful, which I can't stand the pain. My blood pressure is 230 over 120. Well, I was alone in the house. I tried to call for help to my neighbors, and I wove my hands, and I held my hands sa staircase railing to preventing me from collapsing. Ang tindi talaga ng sakit. Sabi ko, then, in 46 years in existence, the first time I prayed to the Lord with earnestly, asking the Lord, please, Lord, not yet, not yet, not yet, please, Lord. So I was brought to the hospital. I was in the emergency room. Wow. Here comes the doctor. My wife arrived, and she asked the doctor, Doktor, bakit yung asawa ko, pag, when you yawn sa antok, natural eh. Yung sa akin, pag yawn ko, every second, naggumaganon ako. Tapos, tinatanong asawa ka, Jo, okay lang ba? Boom! Hindi ka na makakuan. Labi. Mabuti na lang, hindi ka no? Anyway, Tapos, eto pa ng isa, sabi pa ng isang doktor, bakit? Niya kasi ma'am, yung brain niya nag-swell na. My brain swelled? Tapos yung isang ugat niya pumutok na. So nagpanik ako. I don't want to close my eyes. I just stared sa ceiling. And I don't want to entertain question because I value the time. I know the aneurysm. I had a friend, a lot of experience in aneurysm. By 2 hours, 4 hours, one day, wala na. So, I panic. So, I just stare my eyes sa ceiling. Sing, Lord, if this is your will, and thy will be done. But Lord, may 4 question lang ako. Sa ulo ko lang naman, hindi na ako makagalaw. Basta sa ulo ko, 4 question lang. My first question, is there really life after death? The second question, if it's His will, I will be in the coffin tonight, alone in total darkness. How I would like to be remembered by my family, my friends, relatives, and my associates. Kasi marami na akong pinuntahan ng patay. When they go to sa loob ng bahay, yan ang coffin. Kahapon lang tayo nakita. Ano ba nangyari sa'yo? Paglabas sa bahay, gago kasing JOJO to eh. Kumain pa ng baboy, inom pa sigarilyo pa sigarilyo. Gago talaga. Then, the fourth and my last question, ay yung ulo ko pababa ng kaunti. Nakita ko yung wife ko. Why is my wife not crying? Is it my insurance enough? Oh. Tapos, here comes, Sir, what? Sir, narinig ko lang. Sir, hinga ka lang ng malalim. Bakit? Sir, inch by inch. Hinga ka lang ng malalim. Then, that was the first time na met ko si Cathy. I don't want the name Cathy. Sorry lang Cathy. Kung sa Ilonggo, yung Cathy is katiter. Sus! By inch, Sabi ni isang doktor, huwag muna, mataas pa yung dugo. Kung wala ako mga dextrose, parang, sana there ought to be a law, for a doctor not to say in front of many patients na, hey, wala na ito, patay na ito, parang ganon. So I I stayed for 10 days at the ICU. Wow, sa 10 days naman sa ICU. Grabe na po yung trauma ko. Sa ICU po, ang dami po namin. Matatanda, mga aksidente. All you could hear is the gadget ng mga monitoring gadget na toot, toot. Yung iba, waiting na po. Oo. Tapos yung pangalan nila, kalista sa hospital, sa pulinarya. And part of the racket of the hospital, hindi ka pa namamatay, may pangalan ka na sa pulinarya. Dahil may commission din po sila. Hindi ko ba't hindi nila silang insurance man? Anyway, yung the middle of the night, natutulog po ako namin, all you could hear is a toot, toot. Meron akong dextrose, meron akong monitor, may catheter, lahat na lang po. May oxygen, hina-hina mo. Toot, toot. Pag toot, 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 toot. Yun, baka ako. Biglang nagtatakbuhan yung mga nurse. Sabi ko, Tapos yung nagbabantay sa iyo, chig, chig. Buhay pa ako, buhay pa. But, with the constant prayers of my friends and family, I was about to full recovery. Then my doctor told me, Liz, 6 months, lessen your activities, you'll go and selling insurance. Ha? Selling insurance? Canadian citizen na naman ako. Sa bahay. But pag dugo po, ahente po. Labas po ako ng bahay. And barely 3 months, my production is 1.6 million FYP short to become an MDRT. 1.6 million. Can I do that? 1.6 million? But sometimes yung self-sabotage sa atin po. The self-sabotage, can I do it? Can I make it? So, I have to discover the unknown and discover the unknown para malaman natin. Ang alam lang natin is the known. Ay, hindi ko kaya yan. That is the known. But I have to discover the unknown para tignan ko sa likod ng kurtina kung yun lang pala. So, 1.6 million, barely 3 months to go. And by October, I delivered a 900,000 premium. FYP. So, short pa po. By November, I have a signed application, but promised to pay in December. My November is not promising, so I was, not disappointed. I know in my mind because I could do it, and I can make it. Then, by the 21st of December, when I went to my client to collect the premium of 1.2 million, I asked my wife, let's go, Mom, and pray for it. So we went there, and, oh, Jojo, good morning. Yes, Mom. Well, I'm going to get insurance from you, but not as promised, the 1.2 million, just half of it. So that means I'm short for 200,000. I could not make it to MDRT. But, compose, I can understand, Mom. Smile. So, just around the table and walk, I can understand, Ma'am. So, I got my folder and tell her everything. What is MDRT, what is my dream, and what is her role in this, in this policy that is the first time in going to Las Vegas. And you're part of it, part of my life. Emotional selling. Oh, really? And she became one of my fans. Okay, let's go. And she paid $18,000 in cash first year premium. And I made the MDRT. But before that, 21, I have to do some medical. So I have to call my wife, please assist medical. Here comes. Punta kami ng treadmill test. because of my excitement of the $18,000, I forgot to tell her to bring tennis shoes. So naka-high heel. Sabi ng doktor, magta-treadmill test ka? Bakit naka-heel ka?